Joseph, I need you to come back up. At this time, the valedictorian address by Joseph Capuana.
Good evening, principals, faculty, distinguished guests, friends, family. Good evening, class of 2009. Hey. So I was thinking about our time here, and I came up with a list of things we should have heard at freshman orientation 4 years ago. 1, there is no pool on the 3rd floor. 2, don't worry if the seniors seem 10 times bigger than you as a freshman. We all start out small. Besides Jesse Gott. 3, if a teacher asks you what planet are you from, don't get offended. It's just her unique way of saying you're completely wrong. 4, if you dress up for Halloween on June 15th, 2009 for a senior prank, you will be one of 10 people to do so. 5, if you are listening to your iPod speakers in lunch, make sure there aren't any school newspaper reporters lurking about. 6, apparently you can win Mr. MHS, Mr. Manalapan High School, if you live in Howell. 7, you will lose if you challenge the S&E kids to a game of Ultimate Frisbee. 8, Jake likes cake and CJ's cute. 9, for your own sake, do not wear jorts. And 10, do your homework, study for tests, get a tutor for the SATs, be really cool, be really smart, have fun, join clubs, write good essays, befriend your teachers, get a high GPA, don't do drugs, eat breakfast, participate if you want puntos, and get into your dream college.
It's a machine.
Unfortunately, we were not told all these things and had to figure them out on our own. But 4 years later, we have all come a long way from the brace-faced and acne-infested days of freshman year. And now look at us go. We're MHS conquerors. So when I was writing my speech, all my friends asked me to thank them in it. So I'd like to thank my buddies, Mr. Wasser, Mr. Simon, Mr. DiVincenzo, Mr. Tague, Dr. Baumgardner, and fellow 2009 graduate, Mr. Washburn. Thank you, teachers, counselors, and faculty. Thank you, Mother Nature, for not raining today or at prom or Wildwood. Thank you, peers, for making high school enjoyable and entertaining. And most importantly, thanks to all the parents for cooking us dinner every night and doggy bagging our lunches even though we're 18. Thanks for calling attendance to tell them that we have swine flu when really we didn't finish our research paper the night before. Thanks for not getting mad when we came home past curfew or got that tattoo. Thanks for always believing in us, for encouraging us, for spoiling us, for teaching us, and for showing us what it is to be a hard worker, a caregiver, a companion, and a real adult. And a special thank you to Mrs. Nagel, who was a wonderful guidance counselor that would have loved to have seen us all here graduating. Today is a very important day. One of the few that will be forever etched in our memories. We will no doubt remember how we felt looking for our friends amongst the sea of red and white. We will recall with immense pride and great satisfaction our names being called, shaking the hands of our faculty and smiling from ear to ear as we receive our diplomas. We will fling our caps, hug one another, and pose for pictures, which you better tag me on Facebook. Our moms will probably be crying the entire night. Our grandparents will be bragging to their friends for weeks to come. And our siblings will keep asking, when is this going to end? Today means something different for each of us. Today we will say goodbye, and today we will move forward. But no matter where we go in the future, we cannot forget the 4 years at Manalapan High School that brought us to today. From the hooligans and cheering, "Let's go Braves," until our throats were sore for our state champ soccer team, to celebrating homecoming with Batman, the Joker, and the whole gang, to laughing hysterically at Nick Turchak's spoof of Sham Wow, to seeing some pretty sick dance moves and cup stacking at Battle of the Classes, to partying on a boat at prom and afterwards at Wildwood, to watching Matt Louis-Jacques steal the show from that improv group 2 weeks ago. We'll remember the gym, the smelly locker room, and the TOC. We'll remember the fun time spent at the cafeteria and the amazing chocolate chip cookies, even though they raised the prices. We'll remember getting stuck in traffic in the crowded hallways or running to homeroom to get there on time. We'll also be able to brag and say we went to school with Robbie Andrews when he's in the Olympics in a couple of years. We will have our memories of the teachers at MHS who not only taught us algebra or Spanish or history or chemistry, but actually gave us some useful information, like how to make the famous Showman lasagna, or how to stretch the Mr. Perez way. If you've had Mr. Milbauer, you've probably seen him teach the boys how to get the girls to do their laundry in college. And if you've had Mrs. Milbauer, she's probably taught you to never listen to a word Mr. Milbauer says. So here we are, 4 years of memories and education later. Seniors of Manalapan High School for only 7 more minutes. We're saying goodbye to our childhood and welcoming the next stage in our young adult lives. Who knows what it will consist of? Crazy antics at college parties, discovering our passions and pursuing it, writing 40-page thesis papers, discovering a new virus or vaccine, building bridges and skyscrapers, publishing a novel, directing a blockbuster movie, scaling a mountain, flying to the moon or Mars, growing up, becoming a real adult, getting married, raising a family, watching our own children graduate high school. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. We have a lifetime to do all those things. For today, let's just concentrate on not tripping on our way up to our diplomas. As we venture off into the mysterious unknown, I know MHS has prepared us for part of the journey, but thousands more lessons must be learned on our own. My father once told me a story about how, after graduating college, he and his friend Sean planned a cross-country road trip. Every day for weeks before the trip, Sean's father would lecture him about what to do or what not to do on his excursion, who to talk to and who to avoid, where to eat and in what neighborhoods not to leave the car. My grandfather, meanwhile, said nothing to my father until the day he was going to leave. My grandfather looked at my father and simply said one phrase in his thick Italian accent: "Keep your eyes open." That said it all. Everything Sean's father had been saying for weeks, summed up in one sentence. So I say to you, my fellow graduates of Manalapan High School, as we journey into the unknown, real world, keep your eyes open. Do the right thing, and you will make your teachers, your parents, your friends, and most importantly, yourself, very, very proud. Now, I know many of you, like myself, have felt scared of the future. Most of us will be moving away to a different city, state, or country. And our lives will not be the same. Don't expect them to be. It will be different, but good different. You should be nervous, but excited nervous. And I know for some of you, the hardest part is leaving your friends behind. The ones who made high school worth it. The ones that got you to do crazy things like dress up for a senior prank. The ones who you laughed with every day at lunch, in class, or at home. So I urge each of us to be a true friend. True friends don't just disappear after a high school graduation. True friends are just a phone call or a text or an iChat or a Facebook message away. No matter what, a true friend will be there, like they are today, as proud of you as you are of them. Don't worry, it is not time to worry. It is time to be excited, to be pumped, because the best part is still to come. The future may be unknown, but it is not scary. We have all seen the past and overcame any challenge. So instead of fearing tomorrow, love today, because today is great. Today is our last goodbye to our high school, our home for the past 4 years. Today is hooray, you did it, congratulations. Today is the end. Today is the beginning. Today is hello summer. Today is hello future. We finally made it. Congratulations, Manalapan High School class of 2009.